Waiting for the live stream to go live. Come on, go live for me. Go live for me. Oh, live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Depression Talks with Emmanuel. And in this community, we openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. So hit that subscribe button because I promise you, you are not alone. Now let's jump straight into it. Depression is not always obvious. In this video, I'm going to share 2 different points of why that is. Now, recently, I've gotten, placed in my real life work situation. I smile a lot and I look happy all the time. I have positive energy. And maybe you're new to this channel or you're part of this channel, but I smile a lot. I have positive energy. That does not mean I am happy. I personally have clinical depression and I have anxiety. By the way, Jenna, welcome to the live stream. But I want to make two points. The first point is this. Have you ever talked to somebody and you say, how are you doing? And they say to you, I'm fine. Now, most of the time, people aren't just fine, right? They say, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And are you just going to go with it and say, okay, yep, I believe you? No, obviously that's not the case. Sometimes they might still be sad inside. But you're not going to just assume that they're not depressed just because they said they're fine. Just like you shouldn't assume that somebody's not depressed because they're smiling. Believe it or not, it's easier to put on a face of smiling or happy because you don't want somebody to come up to you and bombard you with questions of why are you sad? Why are you feeling this way? What's wrong? You rather keep it inside so that way you don't have to deal with people bombarding you with all these questions, and it's so much easier. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, if you're sad, then why wouldn't you ask for help? Why would you isolate yourself further when you're feeling sad? It's simple. Sometimes when people deal with depression, in our minds, we believe the best solution is to isolate ourselves and to put on a face. It's so much easier than having to explain why we are feeling the way we do. And in this community right here, the reason why I do this YouTube channel in the first place is because most of the time when we explain why we are depressed, why we are feeling sad, the typical response we get is just focus on the positive. Just be happy. Look at what life's got going for you right now. Why are you sad? It makes us feel even worse. It makes us feel even worse. So that is why you can't just assume that just because somebody is smiling and sending positive energy does not mean they are always happy. And a lot of people, when I tell them I have clinical depression, they look at me like, what? What? You? Clinical depression? I don't even tell people I'm an alcoholic. If I told people I was an alcoholic and I have clinical depression, they probably think I am insane. Like, no, you don't. I don't believe you. That's not realistic. Things like that. That's not the case. It's not always obvious. Jenna says, yeah, because when you do out myself there and ask for help, it's not a good response. Right. Most of the time, what is up, Justin? Welcome to the live stream. But yes, most of the time, people do not give a helpful response. Mainly because usually they just don't know how. They don't understand depression and what it's like. They don't understand that responses like what I gave earlier are usually a negative response in the minds of someone that is dealing with depression and sadness in general. The second point, which I kind of already touched on, is you don't assume when it comes to people's emotions. Look at this guy right here, right? Now, you would automatically assume, just by looking at this picture, that he's happy. He is a happy person. Life's going well for him. He's smiling in this picture. Now, let's clarify this right now. That's a picture. What happens before that picture? What happens after that picture? What is his life really? Do you even know? Of course not. It's impossible to know. Now, I'm not sure if you've watched 13 Reasons Why or different shows like that, but just because somebody on the outside is putting out happiness, it does not mean they're happy on the inside. You shouldn't assume when it comes to somebody's emotions. How would you personally feel if I came up to you and I said, how are you doing? And you were like dying inside, okay? You were just sad and broken inside. And you said to me, I'm fine. Because you don't want to put yourself out there. You don't want to put your emotions and all that negativity as you think in your mind as negative. I don't want people to know my situation. I don't want people to know how I'm feeling. You don't want to put that out there. And I just said, okay, well, cool. Have a nice day. People are like, dang, like they think I'm happy. So it's easier for me to go about my day. That is the mindset of somebody that's depressed. It's so much easier to put on a face and not have to explain ourselves than just say, yes, well, thank you for asking. Right now, I'm so depressed right now. Like, you know, like, do you really think people will give you that response when it comes to when somebody that is depressed? Let's say that you're not depressed and you came up to me and you said to me, Emmanuel, how are you feeling today? And I said to you, thank you for asking, man. Like right now, I'm so depressed right now. Like I could cry. And I don't know why I'm depressed and I'm just feeling so sad. Do you really think I'm going to naturally get that response, especially if you're not someone that I'm super, super, super close to? The only people that I would probably have that response to, honestly, are my parents and a couple of my friends and a couple of close ones. And that's it. So don't assume that just because somebody on the outside seems so positive and happy, that they're also happy and so positive on the inside. Don't belittle emotions and mental health in that way. It's such a dangerous thing to do. And we aren't able to help other people until we understand that fact. Let's see here. Justin says, things get tough, but we don't always see that. Yeah, exactly. We don't always see that. Jenna says, I work with kids, and of course I have to look and act happy, but it doesn't mean I am. Oh, Jenna, that is a great, great example. I used to be a soccer coach, and I coached little kids aged 7 to 8. And I don't know if you dealt with elementary school kids or honestly, anytime you deal with kids in general, and you're working, you had to put on a face. I went up to the kids one day. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was terrible. I felt distraught, so depressed this day. And I had to coach these kids. And I told them straight up, I said, hey guys, please like give me your best effort to pay attention during this practice. Because right now, coach is not feeling the best. He feels a little sick. That's why I said sick. And they're like, okay, and they focused more. Because during that day, it was brutal to constantly put on this face of happiness. I'm just doing just fine. No, that's not the case. It's so much easier to put on a face. Now, I do want to clarify this. Oh, by the way, Jackson, welcome to the live stream. Jackson says, even with my parents and family, I'm hesitant to share because I don't want to worry them. You don't want to burden them with your problems, right? You feel like you're in a place that, why would I tell my parents how I'm feeling? And they're going to be worrying about me. And now I've brought down somebody else's day with my issues. That's what goes on through most of our minds. So, and don't worry, Jackson, I feel you. I'm 25 now, and it took me until 25, really, to open up to my parents about when I'm feeling down and when I've drank and when I've done things like that. And I'm still working on it. Like I'm still working on it. And my parents for years I've said, I'm here for you when you need me. Just talk to us when you need me. It's not that easy for people that deal with depression to just put themselves out there, to just put their emotions out there. Justin says, sometimes we need to express them. Even if we can make others happy around us, it can help us as well. Exactly. Justin says, virtual hugs, everyone. Everyone needs a hug right now. Here, I'm gonna give you a hug. I got y'all. Oh yeah, give my little stinky breath. Yeah. That was a virtual hug just for you. All right. So literally, I just hope that this video really touches you and it makes you understand that, one, if you think that somebody's happy just because they're smiling, just because they're putting out that positive energy, does not mean they're happy all the time. Some people are genuinely happy, and that's awesome. And I want people to be happy. I don't wish depression, sadness on anybody. Of course not. But don't assume that somebody's happy just because they're smiling. The brain is so much more complex than that. Humans are so much more complex than that. So much more complex than that. It's almost as saying, it's like saying depression is a choice. You can just choose to be happy just like that. That's not true for everybody. Maybe for you. The most dangerous thing you can do, please hear me out, is assume that just because you think a certain way, everybody else thinks that exact same way. That is not reality, and that is not the truth. Let's see here. Jackson says, yeah, I tried to keep all that stuff separate because my kids haven't done anything to deserve to not have me give my best. Right. The kids haven't done anything to, you have to give your best every single time, right? Jackson says, even if I'm not feeling it that day, yeah, you have to. It's your job to, and plus you want to. Today, I felt depressed. I was sad, and I just couldn't explain why. Right? I couldn't explain why. And I'm at work, and I'm talking to people, and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Like, hey, how are you doing? They're like, you look like you have so much energy this morning. You look like you're so happy this morning. Like, you're always happy every single day. I hear that all the time. You're happy all the time. You're happy all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, no, I'm not. Today I was depressed and somebody said to me, you look happy all the time. I was like, what? I may look happy to you, man. But last night I drank. And I'm not this particular night, but last night I drank. And I was sad. And I was depressed. And I didn't cope. And I felt tired from certain progress in my life not happening fast enough, or I felt tired of maybe the way I looked or how I felt about myself. Maybe I felt tired of being alone, or I felt tired of being mad, or whatever. But they don't know that. They just see the smile. Again, they just see the smile that's on my face. It's not that easy for everybody. Do not forget that. It's not that easy for everybody. Let's see here. Luniverse says, you're amazing. Yes. Thank you, Luniverse. I appreciate you saying that. Jenna says, some people think we are robots and our emotions are controlled by buttons. Let me just press my happy button today. All right, wait a minute. By the way, Jenna, thank you for saying that, because I'm not going to lie, you're wrong. It is a button. You should be able to just push a button just like that. Isn't that crazy? Like, think about the logic of that. Jenna, I want you to just smile right now and be happy and forget all about the like, that's not. Why do people? I'm not sure why people think it's just a button. It's really annoying, and everybody has their own opinion, and I'm never going to be against people's opinions. But if I were to come to Jenna, for example, and say, "Hey, Jenna, how are you feeling?" and you said to me, "I'm feeling sad and depressed," and I said, "Think about this," and I said to Jenna, "Hey, Jenna, just focus on the positive. You're going to be all right. Hey, Jenna, you have all these awesome things going for you in your life. So why don't you just look at those things? Why aren't you appreciating? Like, right?" You're automatically putting her at a place that her emotions aren't important. And that's just wrong. Doesn't it sound better if I said, you're feeling depressed right now? Why is that? What's going on? What's causing you? Why do you think you feel sad right now? And you start to express yourself why. Like, man, that is interesting. Man, well, let's talk about it more. Let's talk about why you're feeling this way more. That's so much more loving and caring and empathetic than just focus on the positive. You'll be all right. Ah, man, I hate when people do that stuff. Justin says, this happens to me more frequently at work. I need to fix this. Hey, Justin, man, I'm rooting for you, bro. Yeah, it's especially at work. I feel you on that one, man. People are funny talking about the button. Yeah, the button doesn't make any sense to me, man. The button, you just got to keep pressing it. Keep pressing it. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Yeah. So just to recap real quick, just to make sure you understand. The biggest example I gave here is I'm fine. I don't know if you've ever been into a relationship or not, but I've dated people and I asked them, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today? And are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? And or like you get into an argument. Oh my gosh, yeah, you get into an argument with somebody, and you know what? I'm fine. Really? You think they're fine? You're just going to assume they're fine because on the outside they're saying no, you're not. You're going to say, you know what? Maybe there's more to what she's saying or they're saying, he's saying, than what she's putting on. Lastly, look at this guy right here. He's smiling right now, but is he happy? Answer it. I don't know. Is he happy? Don't be quick to just assume that person's happy just because they're smiling. I do smile all the time. I pretty much smile all the time. I'm constantly smiling. I smile right now just saying I smile all the time. That doesn't mean I'm happy. It just means that I want to be a positive light and a positive energy to people. And I don't want people to always know how I'm feeling. And I isolate myself sometimes. And it's so much easier, quote unquote, to put on a face than it is to have me explain exactly why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So I hope that I really just raised some awareness on, how you feel, like what people that deal with depression go through, so that way you don't just assume that somebody's happy, that I'm happy all the time. I love making these videos for y'all. I do. I love it so much. But I'm not always happy. And you guys know that. Whoever's been a part of this channel for a while, you know that I'm not always happy. But by me talking about it when I am down. I've cried on this channel. I've talked about not wanting to be here. I almost quit this channel multiple times. I'm real with y'all because people like me are out there that deal with depression, that deal with sadness, loneliness, that deal with other mental health things. And they feel alone. You may be feeling alone right now. And that's why I do this channel. And I love this freaking community. And I hate saying channel. I'm going to say community. That's why I love doing this community. Because that's what this is. Luniverse says, I'm fine, not fine, exactly. Hey, Justin, I appreciate you said stream is uplifting, man. That's why I'm here for you. Jackson Kurian says, my go-to is I'm okay. Everybody's go-to is different, right? I'm fine. I'm okay. Everything's all right, etc. Jenna says, people have so many faces. Work face, friends face, family face, etc. Dang, that's actually good. I like that. I like the way that you put that. Everybody has a different face. Let's take emotions out of it. Your work face. Do you think you talk to your CEO the same way you talk to your dad or your mom or your brother or sister? Do you talk to CEO the same way you talk to your best friend? No. You change the way you talk and your demeanor depending on the person you talk to. Same thing with mental health. If I'm sad and I deal with depression, most likely I may just be like, how are you doing? I'm fine. I could be smiling. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, yesterday I worked out yesterday and I feel awesome. But on the inside, I might be just dying inside. Now, my parents ask me that. That's not how I respond. Amanda, how are you really doing? I say, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, y'all. It's a struggle right now. So again, don't just assume that somebody is happy just because they are putting on a face. That is what concealed depression is. Concealed depression. Keeping everything on the inside. Hiding your deep sadness or depression from others. That's what concealed depression is. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I can't. Hey, Jenna, I saw your comment, but I can't put that in there. I'm sorry. YouTube's not letting me. Justin says, real face, really pretty good. Yeah, exactly. But this is a part of live stream now where I ask questions. That you can ask me any questions regarding maybe concealed depression or how to handle different types of situations when it comes to depression, or even questions in general, like, why do you do what you do? Or, how do you figure out your purpose? Just any questions at all. This is where I leave it open on the table before I get off this live stream, because I love doing these live streams with y'all, man. It's a blast. Quick update. I moved recently. That's why I'm in this new background. How do you like the background? Comment down below. Do you like the background? Yes or no? I personally like it, I think. And yeah, if you have any comments about the audio, the video quality, live streams, do you want this to improve? Is it improving? Are you happy? Let a brother know. Let a brother know. Jenna says, RBF. Yeah, there you go. You can say RBF. Jenna says it looks good. All right, well, I'm happy to hear that it looks good. All right, y'all. Well, if there are no questions, y'all can say this with me, because I say it every single time. Oh, snap, my fault. Justin says, having negative feelings at work, could it be burnout? That's a big question, because part of it's like, you could be burnt out because of your actual job. You could be burnt out because you're constantly having to put it on the face every single day. It could be burnout, But my thing to that is, sometimes even outside of work, if I have a friend come over or a close one come over, whatever, then they could ask me how I'm doing, and I still might put on that face. So I can't really say like it's just because I'm burnt out from work, or I'm just because I'm burnt out from putting on the face at work. Sometimes it's simply because I'm feeling super depressed and I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to isolate myself. So hope that answered your questions. Let's see here. People don't assume I'm happy because I have resting bee face and I'm tall and intimidating. I feel you, Jackson. Luniverse says more live streams, but stay on topic. Thank you. I will definitely try to do that better. Kimber Kiss, welcome Kimber Kiss to the live stream. Justin says something has to change. Been doing the same thing for 12 years. Hey, Justin, man. Yeah, wow. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, you already know what I'm gonna say to you, bro. Like, it's just a personal opinion, but yeah, if you feel burnt out, if you're not happy about what you're doing, gotta change it. Gotta change it because life's too short. Like, if you're unhappy doing something, then why continue doing it? I think they said like insanity. I'm not saying you're insane. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And I'm not saying that it's easy to just change jobs. I'm not saying that, some people have kids, some people have, they want to get a raise, whatever. But my grandmother, before she passed away, this is what my grandmother said: you are never stuck. When it comes to your jobs, when it comes to your life situations, they say you're never stuck. So you always have a choice. You can either choose to keep going to that job, or you can say, I'm tired of this, and you can get out. That's what my grandmother would say to you, and that's what I'm saying to you from her words of wisdom. Kimber's Kiss says, follow your passions, not just one, all of them. Yeah, heck yeah, follow your passions. Life's too short not to. Jackson says, yeah, Jenna, I always feel like I'm a burden and unworthy. Hey, whoa, Jackson, you're not unworthy. I'm saying that from my opinion. You're not unworthy. And there's one big reason why. Just you being in the comment section and watching these videos, that made my day. That makes me smile. That made me smile. Already. I smile because of you right now. I did. You never know what small thing you do, how big of an impact it can make on somebody else. You never know. You just made my day. Every single one of you that comments and every single one of you that joins this community and it helps me, it supports me, it makes me smile. So you're making me smile. So you're definitely not unworthy, in my opinion. Let's see here. Justin says maybe because of comfort, security, stability, not a broken system, but not a progressive one. I'm not sure if you watch Gary Vaynerchuk, Justin, or Tony Robbins, or a lot of other big motivational speakers, but they said the biggest issue with people in life is contempt. Being content with your life. Nothing is pushing you to have to change. Nothing, like if you got fired right now, I guarantee you would find another job right now. You'd find another job quick. Complacency, that's what it's called, yes. The biggest problem is complacency. You're comfortable. There's no reason to move. You're not forced to change, so why do it, right? So that's the biggest problem. Very dangerous. Don't wait until you're forced to make a decision. Make that decision now. Make it now. Jenna says, everyone on here, you made my day too. See, everybody's making everybody's day. Universe content. And Madison Murillo Serrano says, you have a powerful voice. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Sometimes it's not easy trying to amplify my voice, but now thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that so much. He says, also, Justin, it's hard for me to make a change, positive one, right now too. Yeah. I know that, that's why I love doing these live streams, because you never know what people are going through, right? To put it simply, like last year, I went through a rough time, and it was hard to make a decision to move from Florida to Indianapolis, and it didn't work. The reason why I came back, it didn't work, but it was the best decision of my life. But before that, though, talking about making decisions and feeling like you're like, I could have stayed here and continued working as a Waffle House manager because it made decent money and I hated that. But still, I took a jump because I wanted to become a graphic designer. If I never took that jump, I wouldn't be having a graphic design job that I do now today. I wouldn't have been able to learn this skill set necessarily as I have with my full-time job that I have now. That's why I'm able to brand this YouTube channel. That's why I'm able to learn so many different things. So if you never take that jump and never just try, it's not going to be perfect. If you never just try it, then you're never going to know. You're never going to know. You're never going to know how much impact and how much change your life could have been if you never make that change now. Let's see here. Miriam says, I discovered your channel a few days ago and you're so lovely to watch. Thank you, Miriam. I appreciate you joining this community. Like, I really do appreciate you saying that, man. I don't take that for granted. Jenna says, going through career stuff right now. Cool career stuff, man. That's why, hey, by the way, I'm not meant for a 9 to 5. I'm trying to get out of that bad boy quick. I'm not meant for a 9 to 5. I don't like working for somebody else. I don't like having to be stuck to somebody else's schedule. I don't like having to make changes because I designed something a certain way and somebody else doesn't agree with it. But that's why I like design. I hate 9 to 5. All right. Justin says achievement unlocked. Help create a great day. Thank you. Hey. Achievement unlocked. I feel like I'm playing some PS4 right now. Let's see here. Kimber Kiss says, I started my YouTube channel. Do it, people. Start. Hashtag start. Hashtag start. No. Hashtag start now. Okay? Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Now. And I'm trying to do that with my business. I'm trying to start. I'm still scared. I'm still nervous. I get nervous. But I'm starting. If I never started this YouTube channel, I would never met y'all. I would never met you. Kimberly says, sorry, I read that. Justin says, I hear ya. Jenna says, I'm not against Mary Jane, but drugs kept me happy, worth living, and comfortable. Hey, Jenna, about drugs, and I can make a whole different video. I'll make a whole different video on it because I won't go on a rant about it. But so I used to do hard drugs after the breakup last year in September. And I'm talking about hard drugs. And very dangerous road. I do not recommend going down it. I'm an alcoholic, so I'm not here condemning anybody. I have issues. I have negative coping things too. We're all going through it together. So from an alcoholic and a person that stopped doing hard drugs, please, drugs, definitely dangerous. Let's see here. Justin says, make your dreams a reality. Facts are freaking reality. Nothing stopping us, homie. Let's see here. Maho Gui, hope I said it right, says, your voice is so cute. Thank you. Really interesting you said that because most of my life people say my voice is too high pitched and all that stuff. And see, you just never know. Yeah, Jenna, it is hard, by the way. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I say I know it's hard. I don't know your situation. I'm not you. I don't know how hard it is for you. All I do, we can both agree that it's hard. It's hard as heck. But it doesn't mean you can't do it. It doesn't mean that, though. It doesn't mean that. I'm an alcoholic. And I still struggle, and I relapsed a couple times still. It doesn't mean I can't do it. I can give it up. We can give this up. All right. So that was really cool. Let's see here. Justin says, create the dream, live the dream, become everything a dream should. I don't know if y'all watch Justin's channel or not, but please subscribe right now to Justin Bennett's channel. He does a lot of awesome content when it comes to motivational stuff, beads. It's so inspirational. And plus, if you like beads and stuff like that, that dude is called a work. He makes works of art. Okay, I'm just saying, work of art. And he does some spoken words, some poetry. Subscribe to his channel right now. Show him some love. All right. Jenna says, let's just say it took a lot of hospital visits and meds. Yeah, man. I've been to a hospital for some alcoholic stuff before, and yeah, it's developing gastritis and possibly ulcers and stuff. It's not fun. So get out early when you can before you have to go through all that crap. Jenna says, thanks everyone and everything you do with this channel. Much love. Yeah. Everybody send out some big hugs. I'm sending y'all another hug. This is me getting my little smelly self, giving y'all a hug. All right. I gotta go, y'all, because I had to make sure there's some other things I work out. Plus, my computer's about to die and my camera's about to die, and I gotta work on that too. Comment down below again improvements that you like from the live streams, any content questions that you have, and don't forget, I will be coming out with one-on-one coaching soon and different things that we can talk one-on-one, Skype calls. I'm trying to do as much as I can for y'all in this community to help you know that you're not alone. So again, hit that subscribe button to join this awesome community that openly talks about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. All right, you can say it with me, y'all. Say it with me. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. Stay classy, y'all.